welcome back to my channel. So last video was about vintage stuff, and I've been on a really big vintage kick lately. So I'm gonna show y'all more things that I've acquired over the last like week and a half. And it's all mostly vintage stuff, vintage patterns, the doll heads that I showed, and more about dumpling designs. I think it was a maker or a company, I don't know, but they have a lot of patterns that I really like, and I'm going to show some of those. So yeah, let's get to the video. So last video I talked about that the next one that I wanted to make was called Peach Taffy, and I talked about how I wanted to put her in the fair because her dress was really pretty and like ruffly, and looked more detailed. And so here she is. I finished her, and her dress has like, okay, so it was, so first you crocheted the underskirt, which was this like peachy color, and then you went on top and did like 3 little ruffles. And this one out of the other 3 that I've made took the longest because her dress is just so big and frilly, and that's why I wanted to put her in the fair, because she's so cute and pretty. So yeah, she has a little hat. In the pattern she had 3 bows, but I just decided to do 1 because I thought 1 was enough, and she already kind of looked a little bit like, what's the word? Like conjumbled, I guess. So I just put 1, and then I added this little bow that I got from Walmart, and it came in a set of like 30, 50, I don't know, but there was a lot. And so I've just been adding those on where I think they need to go on these dolls. So yeah, if you want to learn more about these dolls, go to my last video. I talk a lot more about how the construction of them, and yeah, I showed the 3 other ones that I've made. So yeah, I think she's really cute. Here's a close-up of her. So yeah, and she has little legs under there. So the next thing, last video I talked about how there was not just the 4-inch heads, which the Peach Taffy one was made with the 4-inch head. There's also mini ones. So of course I had to go get some, and the mini ones, they don't just come with heads and hands, they are actually full bodies. Look how cute he is. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so here's a close-up of him. Beep, beep, beep. And he has a little booty. And yeah, so there's some patterns for these that I want to make, and I think they're like called like 5-inch full body ones. So yeah, found those on eBay, and there's not many of them. I think there's like 2 left. And so yeah, I've been doing a lot of research on these things because I really like them. So next, there are big ones. So this one, he is a 5.5 inch. I think he's 5.5 inch. And so in comparison, let's do some comparison. Here's the 4.5 inch, and here's the 5.5 inch. So he's a lot bigger. So for this one, I think he kind of looks like a boy. So I talked a little bit in the last video about how I wanted to make wigs for them, and so I think I'm gonna make a wig for this one, and I think I want to do dark brown hair because I think it will look better with the dress that I made. for this doll. And so I got a PDF pattern from Etsy, and I will put a picture right here of the doll I'm making. And so I'm not super thrilled with how this dress is coming out, because it's not looking like the pattern, but I'm gonna keep doing it and see how it turns out, because I don't think it's bad enough to just completely get rid of it. But I don't like the way that it's like ruffling up weird. It didn't look like that in the pattern, so I don't know what's going on. But so what's happening is I'm going around with this light blue yarn, and I'm picking up stitches, and I'm chaining 3 and then slip stitching in the next stitch. So it's making like this little kind of like textured little ruffle coming up, and I think that's what's like buckling the dress. So, but I mean, it looks okay. It looks fine. And I think it'll look better once all the accessories are on and the hands and stuff. So this is what it looks like, and warning, they do look a little creepy at first, but they do look cuter when you put everything together. So this is what is going on right now. So usually I hot glue the head, but hot gluing hasn't been working very well. It stays on, but like you kind of have to be careful, because hot glue doesn't really attach to like this soft, like not textured plastic. So I think I'll do maybe like a zip tie, or like, I don't know, something, and like try and get it more secure. So that's what's going on with this one. And you can see that it is much bigger than, well, this isn't a very good representation because this one's pretty big, but like, for example, like this one, and that's just the head and the torso, and not the legs and everything. But so they're pretty different in size. So yeah. So I was on eBay, and I found a bunch of patterns that required the 5.5 inch head, but there's only 2. And so I ran into a predicament. And since I want to make as many as I can, because I really like the patterns, but they just don't have the heads online anywhere, not just on eBay, like literally I've been on like vintage doll sites, like I can't find any more of the 5.5 inch heads. So what I decided to do was, okay, this is my first one. It's a work in progress. So this is her. She's okay. Well, I was a little bit too confident, and I thought that I could make it look exactly like these ones. I have never made a doll head before. I don't do much hand sewing. I hardly ever hand sew anything. So, I mean, I think this is pretty good for considered, but I want to make them look exactly the same, so I'm gonna keep trying. But I think this one is usable. She's cute. She's cute enough to use. She's cute enough to use. So I sewed her right up, and then I painted her like details and stuff, so it could look more like these ones. And I think I know what I could do to make them look more similar. Like her eyes and her nose needs to be a little lower down, and her face a little more round, but I think she's usable. So I'm gonna keep working on that, and yeah, I'll probably use her for one of my next patterns that I make with one of the 5.5 inch heads. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the reason why I decided to make this. So I made her with purple hair because I needed a purple hair 5.5 inch head doll. And this was before I bought the pattern. I went on eBay and I saw this pattern, okay? And doesn't that, she looks big, right? She doesn't look small. She looks like the biggest one. So at the time that I bought this pattern, I was under the impression that there was the mini ones, the 3.5 inch ones, the 4.5 inch ones, and then the 5.5 inch ones. And so I saw her and I was like, she's the biggest, so probably the 5.5 inch one. Got this in the mail after I had made her, because the intention was that I was gonna have her ready for when the pattern came in the mail. Well, I open up to the pattern and she is a 4.5 inch one. She looks ginormous to me, like big. But the good thing is I have a lot of 4.5 inch ones, so I can make her. I just wanted her to be big because she's so cute. Like, she has a little hood on and like she's just adorable, her little bow and everything. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing because yeah. But anyways, so there's these two other ones in the pattern as well. So doing all of this research of like vintage crochet stuff, patterns, the like accessories to go with the crochet stuff, the doll heads, everything, the hands, everything, has made me realize in like the 80s or like whenever back then, they had like a creepy like stuff going on. Like I don't know if it's just like creepy now, or like, because it seems like they thought they were cute. I don't know. I'll have to like ask somebody, my mom, like, was this cute back then? I don't know. But so also in this leaflet pattern thing came with this. I'm never making that. It's scary. But yeah, who in their right mind would want to make that? I'm just kidding. If you want to make that, you go ahead, but it's not for me. Anyways, so also I'll just show y'all all the patterns that are in here. So we have this doll head little hair clip keeper. Who needs that? I don't know. I don't need it. And there's this doll towel. Also don't need that, but interesting to look at. Okay, there is this chef guy. There is this granny. And then, this is where it gets interesting. I got this, not knowing that this was in here, but it is a gem. It's a true gem. I needed it, and I didn't even know. Okay? It's a pig with a dress and a wig on. So I need to go on eBay. I need to go on eBay, and I need to buy 50 of these. Just kidding. But I think I need a pig in a dress with a wig. And look at the little hooves. Like, come on. Like, that's important. That's important. So this thing was like $5 with shipping. So like, it's fine. So I have this pattern that I want to make, and then the piggy. I need the piggy. So, yeah. Next, with the pattern that I got this from, it was from Etsy, like I said, and it came with multiple patterns. It was kind of, it was in the form of like this, and there was multiple patterns, PDF style, and I saw, remember, like I said, I thought the 5.5 inch was the extent of it, but in the PDF, I saw this big ginormous one. Like, I was like, that's not a 5.5 inch head right there. That one is not. So I was like going through the pattern. I was like, okay, let me look through the materials. Let me see what I need. The head for one of the patterns, the biggest one, was 9 inches. And I then, of course, being me, I had to go on eBay and like everywhere that I could search, like the doll websites and stuff, to look and see if there was a 9 inch, I think it was 9 inch, 9 inch doll head that was in this style. And unfortunately, I don't think they made that many at the time, and so like now there's like none, and I haven't been able to find not one. So I will probably, if I ever want to make that pattern, I'll just have to make another one of these in 9 inches. So, but that's in the future. I got so much stuff going on. I was going through the pattern. They have like 6 inch. They have, and I don't know if they have anything between 6 and 9 inches, but I wouldn't be surprised how many I found, in like just like bamboozling me all the time, because I'm like, okay, I think I found all of them, but then they actually have more, but more sizes. But the ones on the internet seem to be, that were the most popular, seem to be the 4.5 inch ones. So those are really easy to find if y'all want to make them. So there are a few patterns that I want to make that that require a 5, I think it's 5 inches, a 5 inch doll, but they're expensive on eBay, and I just want to like try it out and see if I like them, and then if I do like them, then I'll get the like cuter ones. But for now, I just needed a model. So I got this from Dollar Tree, and she is kind of cute, but not like super cute. But she's just gonna be modeling my dresses for now until I figure out what to do. I don't know how many inches she is, but let's just pretend she's 5 inches, okay? And we'll see if her dress fits. So yeah. So the reason why I think that it might not fit her, long tangent coming ahead, warning. So like I said, back then, my eyes have seen a lot from the vintage crochet stuff. Like this isn't the worst of it. Like, I saw there was a Kleenex box, okay? A Kleenex box with like a baby, like, okay, it was plastic baby face, okay? Cut out, and it was a Kleenex like cover, and then the baby face was just slapped on there, just looking at you, hi, while you're blowing your nose. Like, who thought of that? Who needs that? I don't know, not me. But yeah, they just, it seemed like they have a lot of time back then, because they were just making everything. So basically what I'm saying about this doll, so I needed a 5.5 inch, or 5 something inch. Let's just hope she fits. I hope she fits. So they were called air freshener dolls, and I haven't really understood what air freshener doll means, but in my head, what I'm thinking it means is, okay, so you have a little doll, right? You have her dress, and then you like put an air freshener in there, and then like you're like, okay, where's the air freshener? I don't see it. And then like you pull her dress up, and then there's an air freshener under there, like to like make it inconspicuous. I don't know. Like, does your house smell? I don't know, because I don't see an air freshener. Like, I don't know what it's for. But so this isn't an air freshener doll, so I don't really know if it'll fit her. And yeah, I'll just put some pictures of what they look like. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, that's one concern. So next, I bought one more doll from Dollar Tree, just as a model for now. And if I like the dress, I will probably upgrade the doll. But, so this is the doll. Boom. Work it, work it, work it. So, yeah, she was $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. And so, yeah. Another weird thing, like, I saw, there's like vintage patterns. So they have like these Barbie dresses. Okay, so like same thing with the air freshener doll. It's a Barbie dress, and you put toilet paper under her dress, so it's like supposed to be like on the back of your toilet, but she's like hiding it, like, so I have a few questions to who made that. Like, why do you need to hide the toilet paper? 2, I need the toilet paper, like, can you give it to me? 3, that's kind of gross, because there is like fabric and there's like extra stuff like by the toilet. Like, I don't know, it was weird back then. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'll just make like the normal doll dresses with minus the toilet paper. So yeah, also one more thing. So this should have said this earlier, but so these also come with hands. So here's his little hands, and they're like, you know, just little handsies. So yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!